It's a story that haunts Los Angeles to this day. A story of ambition, beauty, violence, and mystery wrapped in the glamorous, yet unforgiving, world of 1940 Seconds Hollywood. A woman with dreams of stardom, a city obsessed with fame, and a murder so gruesome it shocked the nation. Her name was Elizabeth Short, but the world came to know her as the Black Dahlia, the victim of one of the most chilling, unsolved crimes in American history. This is her story, and the darkness behind the smile. Elizabeth Short was born on July 29, 1924, in Hyde Park, Massachusetts, the third of 5 daughters. She grew up during the Great Depression. Her father abandoned the family when she was still a child, faking his own suicide to escape his financial burdens. It left a scar longing for love, stability, and perhaps escape. Elizabeth had dreams far bigger than her hometown. With raven black hair, pale skin, and a striking presence, she chased the glitter of Hollywood. By the early 1940s, she was moving between California and Massachusetts, working as a waitress, occasionally modeling, and telling those around her she was destined for stardom. But behind the dream, she was vulnerable, frequently broke, relying on the generosity of others, often men. Some saw her as flirtatious and mysterious. Others said she was lonely and desperate. She became known for wearing black dresses, black heels, and soon the nickname the Black Dahlia began to circulate, but no one could have imagined how that name would become etched in infamy. January 15, 1947. It was a crisp morning in Leimert Park, a quiet neighborhood south of downtown Los Angeles. A woman walking with her daughter stumbled upon something horrifying. At first glance, it looked like a discarded mannequin, but it wasn't. It was Elizabeth Short, nude, mutilated, and posed grotesquely in an empty lot. Her body had been cleanly severed in half at the waist. There were deep gashes on her face, carving a haunting smile. There was no blood at the scene, suggesting she'd been killed elsewhere, then transported and carefully arranged. Police and journalists flooded the area. Within hours, the story was front-page news across the country. Los Angeles, the city of stars, was now the scene of a nightmare. The press went wild. Elizabeth Short's life, her dreams, her relationships, her past were all picked apart and sensationalized. Some papers painted her as a seductive temptress. Others claimed she was involved with gangsters or led a double life. Most of it was false. The media even gave her the nickname the Black Dahlia, referencing a popular film noir at the time, The Blue Dahlia, and her wardrobe choices. Public fascination exploded. So did misinformation. Tips poured in. False confessions flooded the LAPD. The case was growing colder by the day, buried under headlines, gossip, and confusion. The LAPD launched a massive investigation. Hundreds of people were questioned. Dozens of suspects emerged. One suspect was a man named Mark Hansen, a nightclub owner who had given Elizabeth a place to stay. Others included doctors, actors, even police officers. Theories ranged from a jealous lover to a twisted serial killer. Yet, no charges were ever filed. Then, a breakthrough, or so it seemed. On January 24, 1947, a man claiming to be the killer sent Elizabeth's personal belongings to the Los Angeles Examiner in a package. Inside were her birth certificate, business cards, photographs, and an address book. The contents were carefully cleaned with gasoline, just like her body. It was chilling proof the killer was toying with the police and watching, but even this didn't lead to an arrest. Years later, attention shifted to a disturbing new suspect, Dr. George Hardle, a wealthy, well-connected physician. Hardle was known for his intelligence, lavish lifestyle, and unsettling behavior. In 1949, he was investigated for sexually abusing his daughter. Though he was acquitted, the case brought him under police surveillance. During that time, hidden microphones recorded him saying, "Supposing I did kill the Black Dahlia, they couldn't prove it now. They can't talk to my secretary because she's dead." Years later, his own son, Steve Hardle, a former LAPD detective, would accuse him of being the Black Dahlia killer in a best-selling book. Steve pointed to evidence. His father's medical knowledge matched the precision of the cuts. George's Hollywood home was blocks from where Elizabeth was last seen, and those eerie recordings. To this day, many believe George Hardle was the killer, but he was never arrested. He died in 1999, never facing justice. The case has never been closed. Over the decades, countless books, films, documentaries, and theories have tried to answer the question, who killed Elizabeth Short? Some say it was a lone psychopath. Others believe it was a cover-up, perhaps, involving powerful men in Hollywood or even the LAPD. Forensics have advanced, but many of the original case files and evidence are missing or deteriorated. There's still no definitive answer, but one truth remains. Elizabeth Short became more famous in death than she ever was in life. Today, the Black Dahlia case remains a symbol not just of a brutal crime, but of society's obsession with beauty, tragedy, and fame. Elizabeth Short wasn't a starlet. She wasn't a femme fatale. She was a young woman with dreams who fell victim to the darkness. Hidden behind Hollywood's glitter, there is a plaque in downtown LA where her body was found. People still leave flowers, letters, prayers, not for a mystery, but for a girl lost in the storm of a city that never sleeps. Thank you for watching Crimes Through Time. If you found this story haunting, hit the like button and subscribe for more dark chapters from history. And tell us in the comments, do you think Dr. George Hoddle was the killer? Or does the truth still hide in the shadows of 1940 Seconds Hollywood? We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, stay safe,